We have 50 more tech deals from Amazon Prime Day. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. So if you missed my video from yesterday, check my channel out. I'll put it right here. I did 25 different Amazon kind of Prime Day deals, but they were pre-Prime Day. Today I have 50 tech deals from Amazon Prime Day, 50 of them. So sit back and relax. Now I thought about this video. I was like, how am I going to get more views than yesterday? So I thought about doing this for a second. Take a look at this. And as I'm talking here, I figured this was the best way to get the views, but then I thought I might get sued, right? You guys agree with me, right? Anyways, I thought it was a bad idea after a while. So I'm just going to go my normal self here, but I'm going to have to go fast here. And at the end of the video, I'll wrap it all up. But we got 50 tech deals to get through. Let's get into it. I'm going to start with some Apple products first, but trust me, it's only like 5 or 6% of the total 50 products here. And then we're going to have a whole bunch after this, including gaming PCs and everything else, TVs, you name it. Let's start here. So the first one I have here, this is actually the Apple AirPods Pro 2nd gen right now, $168. Usually, it's 32% off, usually $249 right now. So that's a crazy deal for Apple. I mean, what is it? That's getting close to like $80 off. 2nd generation AirPods Pro. So if you want the last generation AirPods Pro, this is actually really, really good. And I mean, this is one of the deals that you're not going to see in a couple weeks or something. So definitely pick these up. Let's just keep moving down the list here. The second one I actually have on here is this one. I keep talking about this. This is my gold 10th generation iPad right over here. Now this one over here is on sale for $299 right now. This is the blue version, 14% off. So it was like $329 the other day. Now it's down to $299. We know that the 11th generation is coming out soon, but you can see this is a Prime Day deal here. It's got the 64 gigs of RAM. So it's basically the base model 10th generation with the A14 chip. I guess this is not going to be capable of Apple Intelligence. That's the only kind of downside. But if you kind of want just a tablet for just watching content and everything, trust me, this thing's perfect over here. $299 is incredible. So let's keep moving here. The next one here, Apple AirPods 3rd generation. So this is going to be the wireless ear. This is not the Pro model. This is actually $119 right now, 29% off from $169. Tell me if you've seen a lower price than that. I have not. $119, that's pretty crazy. So almost 30% off there, and $50 off right now. And these are up to 30 hours of battery, and these are, I think these are the current generation, but $119 is a crazy price there. But it keeps getting better. So more Apple products, and then like I promise you, on the other end of this, going to be a whole bunch of other products. Here's the Apple Watch SE. We talked about this as well. This is the 2nd gen, but this is even down a little bit. 32% off right now, $169.99 right now. This is actually, they're different, different kind of, I guess, colors and stuff and different pricing. So this looks like it's the Starlight Sports Band, fitness tracker, all that kind of stuff. So long story short, this has got the GPS 40 millimeter as well, but $169. You guys can go in here. I'll have links to all this in the description and check out the colors and stuff and see what the price is for you. But I think this is a fairly good price on this. I haven't seen it much lower than that. So Prime deal is kind of coming through here. Now, what do we have here? A lot of people love this. This is going to be the Apple iPad Mini 6th generation. And obviously we're waiting for the next generation to come out, hopefully later this year maybe. The A15 Bionic chip here, got the 8.3 screen, so it's a little bit smaller than the one I have sitting over here. And what is it? $379, 24% off. Usually $499. So over $120 off or somewhere in that range, right? Have you seen it that low? I have not seen it that low. I've seen it close a couple times, and you can get it refurbished sometimes. But that's actually a really good price for Prime Day, and I think it's all the colors. So if you guys want to pick up the Mini, you love the Mini, here's your opportunity. All right, now this next one is not actually a Prime deal, but I still thought it was a kind of a good configuration for Amazon to sell. This is the Apple 2003 MacBook Pro. It's got the M3 chip. Now, this is not the M3 Pro, it's just the M3 chip, but it has actually 16 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte SSD, so that's $1749. So this is kind of the base model M3 Pro model, but it's got a terabyte and it's got 16 gigs, both upgrades for only $1749. So if you don't need the Pro chip, and you do, I mean, let's just be honest, most people don't. The M3 is fine as long as you have the 16 gigs and the whole terabyte SSD. I think this was a really good deal, even though it's not classified as a Prime sale, but it is 15% off right now. So it's like $250 off the base cost, which is good, right? I don't know why that's not even classified as a Prime sale. I don't know how that works, but that's really a good sale there. All right. We're going to keep moving. I think this might be the last Apple one. Here's the Apple AirPods 2nd generation wireless earbuds. So this is the 2nd generation, the normal ones, down to $69. Think about this. Usually it's 40% off, 47% off, usually $129, now $69 on these things. If you just want a basic starter pair that works with your iPhone perfectly, this is the pair to get. Don't worry about all the other crap and stuff. just don't spend more money than you need to. Most people, this is 100% perfect for $69 out the door, and don't look back, right? That's the way. That's how I look at it. Just get the cheapest if it works for you, and be done with it. All right, let's just keep moving. Now we're going to be getting into some other products. We've got a couple TVs here. This TV is the TCL 65-inch. I did on my other video from yesterday. I had another TCL TV. This is the 65-inch 4K. It's basically, the model number here is the 65S450F, and it's a 2003 model, but it is 65 inches, down 23% to $349, and it's usually $456. So long story short, I have a couple of these TVs, and over the years, they've worked really well. Again, they're not the best TVs, obviously. You're never going to get the best TVs at $349, but they're usually good enough, and that's all I can really tell you there. It is a smart TV and all that stuff. You guys can go to the link and figure out more on it, but if you're looking for the best TV, this is not it. If you're looking for a TV that's going to be $349, 65 inches, this is the one. All right, so if you're a TV, enthusiast, and this is probably one for you. Here's the LG. This is the G3 series 65-inch class. It's a full OLED screen, 4K, and this is going to be down 34%, usually $2,700. Again, this is for the big leagues, down to $1,846 though right now for a limited time. Amazon Choice Award, and it's a 4.4 out of 5, so pretty good with the ratings. And again, you guys can do your own research on this, but I thought this was a really good deal if you're kind of in that enthusiast kind of realm. This, obviously OLEDs are way more expensive, and this is no different, but still, it's going to be a really good TV here if you're into that kind of stuff. Then we have another kind of more budget TV. Now, long story short, I have a Hisense TV downstairs in my family room. It's worked perfectly. It's got one of the best pictures I've ever seen in a TV, to be honest. I swear, it really does. It's an older TV too. But here's this Hisense 65-inch. It's the U6HF, and this is going to be the ULED 4K. So it's down 40%, usually $749. Now it's $449 for a 65-inch. And again, not a lot of people know, but Hisense is huge in other parts of the world, like in Germany and other places. It's not as big here, but it's growing, obviously. So these are usually good. This has got Fire TV built into it as well. But $449 for a 65 is still, if I would have thought about this like 10 years ago, everyone would have thought I was crazy, right? But, the prices have come down so much. All right, the next one is going to be a TV that's kind of in the middle ground. So if you like for instance, like my wife and stuff, she loves to buy Sony, only Sony. She thinks it's the best quality. So you're going to pay up for that, though. So here's the Sony. It's an 85-inch 4K Ultra HD TV, LED TV. It's $1,098, down 27%, usually around $1,500. So you're getting almost, $400 off of it right now. And it's a Sony TV, and it's 85 inches, crazy huge. So if you haven't seen an 85-inch TV, go to Best Buy or something, walk in. If you see a 65, you're going to think it's like a little tiny monitor. They're giant. They're way bigger. And if you have a basement or a space for this, check the space. That's actually a good deal. And then finally, I think this is the last TV, but this is one of the TVs that everyone hates, but it's one of those things that's pretty cool if you actually see it live, like at Best Buy. This is the Samsung 55-inch class QLED 4K. It's the LSO 3D, but it's called the frame, basically the frame from Samsung. So you can actually frame this. It's got a frame around it. You put it on your wall. It looks just like, it's got kind of like a matte screen where it looks like it's like pictures. You can put up all different pictures, paintings and stuff, and it looks real. If you walk up to it, you almost want to touch it, the textures and stuff. Anyways, it's 20% off, so it's usually $1,497. It's down to $1,197. Again, you see these on sale from time to time, but this is a pretty good deal for this 55-inch. Now we're going to get in some hard drives, and I think there's a couple mixed in here. Here's the Samsung 990 Pro heatsink. This has got the heatsink edition, so make sure it fits. 2 terabytes, though, down to $149. It's usually $264. I don't know if it's usually that. I don't know if I believe that. But anyways, you get the idea. It's still way cheaper than it was. So $149. I do believe that the version without the heatsink is the exact same cost. So if you don't want to mess with the heatsink, like let's say you're putting this into like an external enclosure, you probably just want to go with that because it's probably better, than having to deal with the heatsink. But if you have like a PlayStation, I think this will fit in it. So anyways, that's a good deal on that hard drive. Here's a external hard drive right now. This came down quite a bit. Hard drives just went up. We all know it. But here's a Samsung T7 Shield 2 terabyte. It's a portable SSD, obviously, so you plug it in. I think it's up to around 1,000 megabytes per second. You'll probably get around 900 megabytes per second. 2 terabytes right now. $142 though. They're claiming 50% off. I don't know if that's true. It says usually $284. I'm guessing it was usually like the high 100s, maybe low 200s, but still $142 is an incredible price on this one if you need like a good backup drive there, and pretty rugged as well. Let's keep moving. Another beloved hard drive that we talk about a lot on this channel is the Western Digital Black. It's the SN850X, right? 2 terabytes. Here's one of the lowest prices I've seen lately. It's $132.99. 30% off. So usually about $189. That's about right. They're actually being honest here. So you're about $55 off right there. So that's a really good price point right now for a 2 terabyte drive like this. This is a quality drive. I think it's up to like 7,300 megabytes per second if you can, if you have the system that can handle it. All right, let's keep going here. 2 more drives, I think, or 3 more, but this is one of the better drives that it's out there. This is the SK Hynix Platinum. It's the P41. I did a video many years, like 2 years on this, and this is one of the better drives out there. If you look at the reviews, 4.8 out of 5. Well, people love this thing. 3,000 reviews. It's made by SK Hynix, but they actually do stuff for Apple, like some of their internal components. So if you think they're kind of a fly-by-night company, they work on Apple products, so they're not. And this is really fast, 7,000 megabytes per second. It's basically 2 terabytes, $127.99. This thing used to be about $350 about a year and a half ago, $127.99. If you want to go a little cheaper from the same company, here's the SK Hynix Gold P31. It's a little bit slower. This is going to be 3,500 megabytes per second. 109 for 2 terabytes right now. Again, look at the ratings on this. 4.8, 9,000 ratings, 4.8 out of 5. It's one of the highest rated hard drives out there. They just make really high quality drives. So if you want an M.2 SSD, NVMe drive, both of the ones from SK Hynix, they're one of the best you can buy. Trust me. Just trust me on that. You probably never heard of them, but they're the best. All right, we're going to keep moving here. Actually, I got a couple little ones. Here's the Lacy Rugged 5 terabyte portable external hard drive, $139 for 5. So usually $169. These are the drives you see all the creators with. These are not the fastest, like 150, 160 megabytes per second, but they're great for long-term storage, or if you're going to drop the thing, it'll bounce off the ground with this little kind of like pad, this orange pad around it. You can see it right there. So all creators have these things, but the reason is because look at the ratings, 4.6. They don't fail that often. They're great for long-term backup. That's what you want them for archiving stuff, your footage and stuff. So a really good deal there at the cost. All right, a couple things here. Now here is actually, let me actually see if I can find it. I can't, oh, here it is right here. I got it sitting right here, so you can see it here. I'm going to be doing a review on this soon anyways, but here it is. This is the Acasis 40 gigabit per second M.2 enclosure, and these are the kind of enclosures where you can put in, a drive in here, and you're usually going to get about 3,000 megabytes per second. Here it is right here on sale, Acasis. 92.62, 60% off. It's usually $109. So these things, anytime you get these under $100, that's a good deal. And like I said, you got to pop in on your own SSD, and the one like I just told you, like an SK Hynix or something. This thing will get up to around 3,000. This one's got a fan built into it as well. So this is probably the lowest cost I've seen this, and I have it, like I said, sitting right here. It's a good deal here though, for sure. That's, if you want that, pick that up for sure. Acasis makes good ones. All right, let's keep moving here. I got another one here that's kind of sitting right here. This is the Mayano. If you want it's kind of more of a budget microphone, to be honest, but it's actually one of those ones where you never have, I don't have a lot of problems with Mayano products. Actually, you can see I have an arm sitting right here I'm using, so I use them all the time. And this is the Mayano XLR USB gaming microphone. So it's got both USB, which you can plug right into your computer, and it's got the XLR, and it's got RGB, but you can turn the RGB off as well. And they also have a package where you can come in, if you want to use basically the XLR part of it, they actually have another piece of it. It's kind of I think it's around $119 where you get this as well. And this is going to be basically the podcaster. So basically you plug in the microphone to this and you get a little bit better sound with it. Let me just put that over there. But overall, I just use the USB right now, and it's a good pickup. It's $47.99 right now. But you also get, I think, a 10% coupon right here. So you can apply the coupon right here, and it's going to go down to like $40 or something plus tax. So it's going to be around $40 for that microphone. Pretty crazy. All right, let's keep moving. A couple of monitors now. So we got the Samsung 34 Odyssey G5 ultra wide gaming monitor, 165 hertz. And it's huge, 34 inches. So if you want a widescreen, I think it's curved. Yes, I believe it's a curved screen. 165, 1 millisecond FreeSync Premium, $329, 40% off right now. Usually $549. So if you want a gaming monitor, or even if you're on a Mac and you want more of a little bit more real estate, but you like that kind of curvature, $329 for the Odyssey G5 is pretty good right now. I believe what's the resolution? It's basically going to be, I believe, in this one I can't find it. It's somewhere down here. Let me just see here. It's 3440 by 1440, just like most of these widescreens. So anyways, let's keep moving. The next one's a Samsung. This is a 32-inch. It's one of the lowest cost 32-inch 4K monitors by Samsung. This is the UJ59 series. They call it the Viewfinity UJ59. And you can see it's 4K, 3840 by 2160, and only $229 right now, 32% off, usually $339. So originally it was one of the lower cost 32-inch, and it's a full 32 inches 4K. Now it's down to $229 right now on this deal. One of the best deals I think out there in monitors. It should work on a Mac or a PC just fine. Let's keep moving though. Another big widescreen by Samsung. Here's a Samsung 34-inch Viewfinity S50 GC. So if you want a big screen here that's not curved, this is the one. And look at the price on this. This is going to, again, be 100 hertz, 5 millisecond, HDR10, FreeSync, $219 right now, Prime Day sale, 37% off, usually $349. So this is a great screen just to get it as an extra screen. And if you want tons of things up at once, $219 for a screen like that. Those used to be at least double, triple that a couple years ago. And everything's just getting cheaper, so crazy. And then finally, I think, well, I may have a couple more, but here's a monitor now. I think, a video on this a while back. If you just want like a little video monitor that sits next to you on your desk, an extra monitor maybe for your MacBook or something, this is one of the ones that works really good, and it's highly rated even though it's a no-name. It's the KYY portable monitor. It's about 15.6 inches, 1080p. Down to $79 though. It's usually $135. Now it's just $80 basically. So you're almost 41% off. Crazy. And like I said, 4.5 out of 5 with 7 or 8,000 ratings. So it is trusted. Very good monitor. Just for you're not going to get the best obviously with this kind of a thing. But if you wanted some extra real estate on your desk and stuff for something small like stocks and stuff, this is perfect. All right, let's keep moving. So we got some other cool tech here. So everyone's seen these before. Here's the Google Nest Thermometer Smart Thermostat for home, programmable Wi-Fi thermostat, charcoal color, $84, 35% off right now. Usually $120, $130. Now it's down to $85. And they have other colors down here. You can see like white and like this pink color, whatever, all the same cost. So it's a big Prime Day sale, over a third off. So it's a really good deal. A lot of people love these things, obviously, if you want to have a smart home. Now we're going to get into a whole bunch of earphones and stuff, and there's some really good deals here, so stay tuned for these. We got the Bose Quiet Comfort Wireless Noise Canceling Headphones, one of the most common ones or the iconic ones out there. $199 right now, 43% off, usually $349. Usually you can get these for cheaper than $349, but $199 at 43% off on these. The iconic noise canceling Bose, Quiet Comfort, the one everyone knows about. Really good deal here. They have them all different colors in here, and I think they're all on sale. So you got a blue and a black, or a green, I guess, black. You get the idea. Pretty good deal there. And as we keep moving, so we're going to move up some more high-quality ones. We got the Sony WH-1000 XM4 wireless premium noise canceling. These are 43% off as well. Another great Sony product. Usually about $350, $198. And I've actually listened to these. These are incredible. Bass is great. Just everything about these are perfect. So if you want something that's going to be close to like, the Apple Maxes and stuff, these are going to be close up there for $198. You're saving like half almost. So really good deal there as well from Sony. Keep moving here. Another great product from Sony, a little bit higher, tier, I guess. Sony WH-1000 XM5. So these are going to be like the next kind of tier up, or the next version of this. And this is going to be $298 right now, 25% off, usually $399. So $100 off that right now, which is really good on a $400 item. So these are, like I said, I don't know about between these and the other ones. If you like the look of these are going to be a little bit, sleeker and stuff like that. But I think the sound is going to be very, very similar to the ones that were just about $100 cheaper I just showed you. So anyways, but they're still really good. All right, here we go. So this is going to be the Beats Studio Buds and true wireless noise canceling. Usually $149. Now they're down to $79. So, Beats is one of those things where I guess who owns them? I guess Apple owns them now. They're okay, right? I mean, I would probably get the $69 just the AirPods or whatever from the beginning of the video over these, but still, some people love these things, and it's still at a good price point. It's $79, $80, and they'll work with all your Apple products and your PC stuff as well. Here is the Sonos Era 100 Black Wireless Alexa-enabled smart speaker. So if you're into the Sonos ecosystem, like a lot of people are, and Alexa, here's an option for you, 20% off. Not the biggest sale, but $249 to $199, so still pretty substantial. Sonos doesn't usually have massive sales, and here's one of them. Black and the white version are both available for $199, so that's a good deal as well. Let's just keep moving. So here's the JBL Tune 230NC WTS or TWS. I'm going crazy here. True wireless in-ear headphones. They're $44.95, 55% off, usually around $100. So you get the idea here. Still, JBL, again, would you want to get the Apple one or versus this? But if you're like on Google or something, this is a really good option for you if you don't have an Apple phone. Because, I mean, at $44.95, these are pretty good quality. I've actually did a review on these a little while ago, I guess, and they were really good actually. So they're not the best, but they're really good for the cost. $44, you can't go wrong. All right, so here's another kind of budget thing here. This is called the Soundcore Anchor Life Q20 Hybrid Active Noise Canceling Headphones. And basically, long story short, if you're looking for, kind of a burner pair, like a pair that you don't worry about or you have to give to your kid, or you just want to travel with, you don't want to spend $400 and have them break, you want true sound, pretty good sound, these are the ones. They're $39.90, usually about $60, and Soundcore makes some good headphones. Again, 4.5, you can see here out of 5, 80,000 ratings. Tons of people buy these things. Tons of people love them. So are they the best? No. Are they good enough for 90%? Yes, for sure. And that's probably what I would get, actually, to tell you the truth. Then we got the Sennheiser Consumer Audio CX True Wireless Earbuds. Again, for the cost here, you can't go wrong. Sennheiser is one of the best, obviously. 54% off, so usually $130, now $59. And you have to like the design of them. You can see the design down here. A little, they're a little bit different, a little bit more bulky and stuff, but they do have good sound. A little bit less on the ratings here, but overall, I think that's a good deal if that's the kind of name that you want, the name recognition. And then finally, here's the Sony. This is called the InZone H3 wired gaming headphones. Now, a lot of people don't even know these exist. I did in the last maybe a year ago or so. These are pretty cool, though. These are going to be $48, 52% off, usually $100. They're Sony's, they're headphones, they're quality, but they're for gamers. See, like you obviously have the microphone sitting here. You can talk into them. And if you want a good pair of kind of gaming headphones or something like that, these are the ones. And you're going to get great sound. You're going to get the reliability of Sony, and you're going to get great microphone sound. So $48, you can't go wrong with that deal either. Oops, we got a couple more in the kind of headphone range, but these are really cool. If you want to be the coolest person walking around the room, here's the Nothing Ear A wireless earbuds with ChatGPT integration. So here they are. They're in here. Marcus Brownlee, he loves these things. $79 right here. And look at this yellow color, really cool. They're usually $109, so 28% off is a pretty good deal. If you hate the yellow, I love the yellow. You can get them in white and also black, but black kind of covers everything up. I think you get the yellow and run with it. Just for that kind of unique look, I think it's almost worth, at least 25 of that bucks, right? But I heard they sound really well. And Random Frank P, the person I talked about earlier, he recommends them as well, I think. All right, let's keep moving here. Here's the TP-Link Deco AX3000. So this is going to be basically a Wi-Fi 6 mesh wireless system, and it says replaces your router and extender. So basically it gives you a 3 gigabit, you can put these all around your house. There's 3 of them, and it replaces your router and it gives you, really good coverage of your internet, basically. But for the cost now, these used to be really expensive. They used to be in the 300s. Now they were sold for $279. Now they're $159 right now. So you can see the deals here. They're pretty crazy. So if you have a house that has walls and stuff where you have problems with Wi-Fi, try something like this. This has got really good reviews, 4.5, again, 10,000 ratings, and it's something that you can't really go wrong with if you want to give it a shot. All right, the next one is a couple monitors we have here. Actually, I came back to the monitors. This is the Dell. Is it the S3221QS 32-inch curved monitor? So the reason I want to recommend this one is 30% off, usually $360 down to $255. Dell, they make quality monitors. And the only reason this is unusual is it's a 4K monitor, 32 inches, but it's curved. Dell, a lot of times they're the big ones that are curved, not these 32-inch ones. So if you have to like that, basically. It does have a white back. You can see it here, so it's kind of aesthetically pleasing, and it'll match Macs and all this type of stuff. But you do have to like that curved display. But still, 32-inch 4K under 260 is crazy right now. And I never thought I'd see these days. All right. Now, the Google Pixel, you've seen the tablet that they make, and here's one, the Google Pixel tablet with charging speaker. Didn't really do that well, but it's a great tablet, and it's got the charging speaker with the speaker built into it. All that's included. Look at this, $349, usually $500, so you're getting $150 off this right now. This didn't come out too long ago. Again, this is on Marcus Brownlee's channel. You can watch his review of it. Overall, it's a great tablet for just what it is, right? If you're in the Google ecosystem and you want to listen to a smart speaker all in one, this is a great option, $349. All right, let's keep moving here. See if I missed something here. The next one here is going to be the Logitech Pop Keys Mechanical Wireless Keyboard. So you kind of have to be that quirky person to like this one, but it's on sale. This is $69, usually around $100, so pretty good price here. But this is going to be kind of a mechanical keyboard, but look at the keys. They're those round keys. People that use this love it. I have not personally tried this. This comes in a whole bunch of crazy colors down here as well, so if it suits your needs. I like this kind of yellow and black one, so if you're maybe a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, this is the one for you. I just like maybe the white muted one here as well, so I guess that's beige almost. Anyway, $69 for that keyboard, and let's just keep moving. So now if you're kind of a PC gamer and you want to get a laptop, there's a couple deals here. Here's the Asus ROG Strix G16 2024 model, and it's what is this? 15% off. So it's usually $1,900 down to $1,614. So still a pretty good savings, even though the percentage isn't big. But we're talking big numbers here. So, but the reason you'd get this has got a RTX 4070 in it, i9 14900. So it's basically i9 chip 14900HX, 16 gigs of RAM, and a 1 terabyte SSD. But the kicker is the 4070. 1614 is a pretty good price for that, right? And how big is it? 16 inch. So 16 inch is not bad. Nebula display. I'm not sure if that's just 1080p or not. Not sure I can find it quickly here, but no, it's actually 2560 by 1600. So pretty good deal there actually at 1614. Let's keep moving. The next one's going to be a lot less expensive. This is the Asus TUF Gaming A15. This is going to be last year's model, 15.6 inch, 144 hertz. This has got the 4060, not the 4070. Ryzen 7, though, 7735HS, 16 gigs and 1 terabyte. So still packing the power there. $994, 29% off. Usually $1,400. You're getting around $400 and something off on this. That's a good deal, right? $400 off on something that costs only $12.99 or $13.99. That's a great deal. And if you're a gamer, you guys may like this a little bit more than I do. Now here we go. Samsung Galaxy Watch 6. So we talked about the Apple Watch being on sale. Here's the Galaxy Watch, 33% off right now. This is the 40 millimeter LTE smartwatch fitness tracker, and it's $234. Usually $349. This version's graphite, but you can see down here they have some other kind of colors, gold and everything else. Some things aren't available. I think it's mostly going to be this one, graphite. Anyways, that's kind of the most common color, right? So I think most people would go with that. All right, now we got a Samsung Galaxy Tab 9 or A9 Plus. This is an 11-inch, 64 gigs of RAM, so more of a base model tablet, but still good. Android, obviously. $142 right now. So usually $219. 35% off. This is one of the lowest costs I've seen this tablet at. And again, if you're not in the Apple ecosystem and you want an alternative tablet, it's 10.1 inches. Very good tablet, actually. I've actually used one of these. Colors are great. Everything's great. Runs very smoothly on Android. So if you like that, pick that one up. And here's another great deal from Samsung. So we're talking Samsung now. Here's the Galaxy S24 Ultra cell phone. 512 gigabyte I guess not SSD, but whatever they call it, and unlocked fully, and it's 2024 titanium black, so 26% off. Usually $1,419, and I can vouch for that. $1,049 for the actual kind of flagship of the S24 with all the bells and whistles and 512 gigabytes. Can't go wrong there. Again, you have to be on that side of the platform, but it's still a really good deal there. You can't complain. All right. So here's another runner in the smartwatches. Here's the Garmin Forerunner 255, and got full GPS. So if you're like into hiking, all that kind of stuff, this is a really good thing. 45% off, $219 only, usually almost $400. So you're almost getting 50% off on this watch. People that want this watch know who you are. Really good watch if you're into, kind of like I said, hiking and more fitness and stuff like that versus some of the other ones. And then finally we have for smartwatches, we got the Fitbit Sense 2 Advanced Health and Fitness. So this is going to be another big sale here, 28% off, usually $250 down to $179. You have to be in this realm as well. Like I said, if you're in the Apple Watch, you're in the Apple Watch. But if you're in Fitbit, you're in Fitbit. If you're in Garmin, you're in Garmin. If you're in it's all these crazy watches, right? But here's a good deal if you actually think that is. And let's keep moving. So I actually use a Pixel and an Apple phone. I got a Pixel sitting right here. This is the actual Google Pixel 8 unlocked Android phone. One of the cheapest I've seen here. So it's the full 8, 128 gigs, Obsidian, $499. So it's 29% off, usually $699 here. So if you're in the Android system, that's actually a really good deal there at $499. Let's keep moving here. We only got a couple more. So drones. So if you love drone, footage, and you want to, let's say you're a YouTuber like me, but you want to get top-down drone footage of stuff, here's a great option for you, and it's not going to break the bank, and it's a great name. This is the DJI Mini 4K drone, $239, 20% off, usually about $300. So you're getting like $60 off. But when something's only $300, you get $60 off. We're getting up to, 1/5 the cost slashed right off the top. Plus, let me see if there's any other coupons, but not really, but still, really good deal. One of the lowest I've seen it. It does have, let's say, 3-axis gimbal stabilization. I believe it's got the 4K camera, so you're going to get those beautiful shots where they hover over you and it follows you around and stuff for $239. I mean, a lot of those drones cost upwards of $1,000. And if you don't know what you're doing, this is the place to start when you crash it and stuff. You don't want to spend $2,000-3,000 repairing something or breaking something. Here's where you want to start. It's got the full controller built in here. I don't know how they actually do it for that cost, to tell you the truth. And then we got a couple Amazon products here. We got the Amazon Echo Show 15. It's a 15.6-inch smart display. You can see it here sitting on the wall. $219. It's $279 usually, so it's 21% off. Check out all the Amazon stuff because they have a ton of specials. I did my video from yesterday. I have a bunch of really cool things like on the Amazon Spot and some other ones. They're like 40% off. This one's 21% off right now. It's kind of like one of those things for your smart home. You can put up like the weather and recipes and watch shows, and you just have it kind of sitting next to your kitchen. You can have calendars and reminders overall, and then order stuff on Amazon. So it's a really good thing for $219. Again, those used to be a lot more expensive. Let's see what we got here. Then we got a kind of a burner tab, a couple burner tablets. We got the Amazon Fire Max 11. So this is going to be a 14-hour battery life, 128 gigs, $159. But the cool thing here is it's usually about $279. It's down 43%. So it's actually a really good tablet. Let me just see. I think the resolution is 1080p. I don't know if I'm going to find it here too quickly. I'm not going to keep searching for it, but I think it's a 1080p. I could be wrong, but overall, I know it's a fairly good tablet. I'm not in this ecosystem as far as, I have a tablet sitting right here, but this one I know looks really good. It actually says without lock screens too. So the lock screen ads they took off of this, I know like they usually discount them because they run ads on them, but this one doesn't have any. So Fire Max 11, that's actually a really good cost. And then finally, let's just see here. We got, if you have a kid or something, or you just want a tablet when you're traveling, and if someone takes it from you, who cares? $74, 46% off, usually $139. This is the Amazon Fire HD Tablet 10. So it's a 10-inch screen, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs only, 2003, so just a year before. Here's the tablet right here. And like I said, this is 1080p as well. I've actually used the tablet, this exact tablet. It's got a good enough screen, got a good enough performance for just about everything. And like I said, if it gets stolen from you, it would suck, but 75% is not the end of the world, right? Or $75. So it's better than losing a $1,000 or $1,200 tablet if you're traveling like with an iPad Pro or something. But obviously there's differences in them, right? All right, so we're going to wrap up the video. That was like 50 or 51 different products. I hope you guys like these videos. I'm more of a Mac channel. Check out my channel. I do things like on headsets. I do a whole bunch of tech, hard drives, headsets, you name it, monitors, everything else in between. So, but I'm kind of Mac focused, but I'm still a technology channel. I'm trying to open up to other things as well. So subscribe if you can. I'll talk to you in the next one. Links to all this in the description, and we'll talk to you in the next one. And I can rest my voice. Peace.